Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, in the House Ocho Cinco and Hushmanzada built Reser Stadium, home to the Oregon State Beavers. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Washington State Cougars, squaring off with another team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wallace. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Beavers will be in a hole thanks to that short return. And here he comes. The guy. All the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense, always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hankerson. Shakes off the tackle. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Quick spin on the run. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll ride the hot hand. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Back to throw, it's McCoy. Grabs it in the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Beavers have their offense in high gear. They're going to ride this running back. Still running at the 40. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 20.
This guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Terry. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Beavers are threatening in the red zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just one of those mistakes that can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. First down here for the offense. Caught near the sideline, it's Hudson. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they... The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Back to pass, it's Mateer. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Third and short now from their own 48. Trying play action. Getting some heat. And they got him for the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. No return coming, he'll call for the fair catch. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes a move. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They keep attacking through the air, trying to get to it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Washington State lines up quickly. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. On first down from their own 22. Takes a handoff. It's Hankerson. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Steps away. He'll let one go down the right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. First down to start the drive after the break. Now they'll run the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the six. Get the pick six.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Beavers want to pick up the tempo. Trying to pound their way in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction, so how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Auburn escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Tigers fans there today could have done without this one being so close. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Cougars. A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes, and well, it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Snagged in the middle, it's Clemens. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Now the play fake. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. The Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Line gets set, first down. To the air, it's Mateer. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now You see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got room at the 35. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Washington State will have to boot it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Keeps the legs moving. He's now up to 95 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Makes a man miss. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll run the screen. Shows him the stiff arm. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Extending the play. He'll pull it down and run. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Shoots it to the left. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Quarterback checking off. To the air, it's McCoy. Looking for the score. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting in it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis.
And the Beavers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense set for a first down play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Maxwell. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. He wants to pass it on second down. He's got it at the 30, 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Washington State.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those
looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field, it's McCoy. He's going to take off. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback? The Beavers are in the hurry-up.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that.
He unleashes a long one. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the misfire, it's second down. Using his legs, it's Hankerson. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab over the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Beavers are flying down the field. They're going back to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
And the pass is intercepted. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Fighting off the defender. Looks as if that'll be enough to give Washington State a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. It'll be a draw. Running with power. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Dropping back, it's Mateer. Got his man in the middle. Oh, got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cougars! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Arizona State is just getting blown off the field right now. We've seen big games in Tempe over the years. I've personally never seen anything like this. They're trailing by 20 to BYU. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback will audible. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Pulls it in. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's McCoy. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wazoo! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Offense gets set for 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And the Beavers will have it 1st and 10.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find.
He lobs one high down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
Do you remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking every executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Gives it to the back on the draw. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Washington State going quickly. Back to throw, it's Mateer. He finds his man. Still on his feet at the 45. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Second down after that incompletion. Off the play fake. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Beavers will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cougars. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest football to catch the ball as all these around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. The kickoff team is out there, and their number one job is to make sure one special team's touchdown isn't answered with another one. Coming out with it, it's Card. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. That can really get you going. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. When you see that field of blue, you know it can be only one place in the world. Boise, Idaho, on the campus of Boise State and home to the fabled giant killers, the Boise State Broncos. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Broncos will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Oregon State's offense will get the first crack at it here. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
The incompletion brings up a second down. To throw, it's McCoy. Coming after him. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
Oh, it's off the side of his foot. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. The Broncos offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
And it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Off the RPO, complete. At the 35, he's loose. Got a lot of running room. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. They're lining up to boot it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Quick strike complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Beavers want to move quickly.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw, it's McCoy. He's got his man. And the Beavers will have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working that left side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
A strike downfield. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. Running back goes in motion. Back to the air one more time. Keeps the play going. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and they corral the ball, so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hankerson. Bounced off his feet. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, who's really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Throws to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. It's a 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Power football with the run. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Got his man downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Broncos look to keep this drive humming. Looking for a gap. It's Genty. He showed it all there. A little lucidness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. The ball pops out. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Broncos.
that's not how you draw it up. But how about the offense and the awareness? You see the ball out, forget jumping on it. I'm going to pick that puppy up. I'm going to take it to the house. The OC, great call on that one, buddy, because it worked to perfection.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse, and field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's McCoy. Setting up the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. The Beavers pick up the 1st down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. And they do it there.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They'll immediately call timeout. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. From the gun, give on the inside. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Back to throw, it's McCoy. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. This time he's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Out of the shotgun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Never a doubt. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boise State ready to send out that offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working for them.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Fires left. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops to throw. Wide open downfield. He's off to the races. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Broncos! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 afterburners coming. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Beavers headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw. It's McCoy. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. He breaks a tackle. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Looking to throw. Makes the grab. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've stalled out a bit in the red zone. Just a couple of field goals on 3 previous trips. Now to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon State. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On second down, wants to throw it quickly to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. And they got the completion, but still looking at a third down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Looking to throw for it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Can anyone catch him? And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Boise State.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Quarterback now breaking the field. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that pass is caught at the 25. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And the Beavers with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's McCoy. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Uncorks one. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Field goal is good.
This kid's got a big-time leg, man. He hit that into the wind, and it looked like that could have been good from 50.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paulo.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Makes the grab. It's Genty. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Genty. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Second down coming up. DB's right up on the receivers. Defense not showing press coverage. On second down, he's looking downfield. Got him downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Trying to bully their way in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. On 2nd and goal, they give it to him again. See if he's got a nose for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's McCoy. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to...
Going up top. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose. The tag. Touchdown, Broncos. And the pummeling has started. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players.
Glad to have you with us from Dallas, Texas at Gerald J. Ford Stadium as a couple of teams square off in the Serve Pro First Responders Bowl. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Oregon State Beavers offense takes the field for the first time today. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
It's caught. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Hankerson. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Makes one man miss. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Beavers want to crank the tempo. Quarterback checking the play. Comes out throwing on first down. Finds his tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. The Beavers will move the sticks. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Right back to the well. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
Offense getting set for first down. The give to the back. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there are so many festivities surrounding it, Jesse. What do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that.
Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Line getting set on second down. Now they'll run it to the right here. At the 35, he's open. Oh, look out. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulls.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
To the air, it's McCoy. Fires to the tight end. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Really good job working through his progression. You get it? He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Beavers! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling.
Oh, look out, there he goes! And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Bulls in the hurry-up. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Simmons. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They ran it on first down, now on second. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guy.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking for a man. It's McCoy. He'll take a deep shot here. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
Leaves it with the back. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Snap from the gun on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Terry. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Beavers have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Oregon State! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances.
Open runway ahead. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Bulls will hustle to the line.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Keeps it and gets the first down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the fourth play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, USF!
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy catch.
Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They'll leave it with him. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Unloads to the right. Pass on the way, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Running back searching for a hole. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. The Bulls come to the line in the hurry up. The option look. He'll pitch it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. It's first down from the 11. They're trying to find some room off right tackle. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Bulls are on the move. Try to barge their way in. And he Touchdown, South Florida.
His defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns. They've got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Sweet cut there. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's McCoy. He uncorks one deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Caught over the middle. It's Card. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll throw on 3rd down. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make that. Oh, it's on the ground. 5 ball. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays. And when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering? A great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
At the 45 on his way. And he's running in the open. Inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulls.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Takes the handoff. It's Hankerson. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. The Beavers moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on second down. He's got an open man. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Got it in the middle. It's Hankerson. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Up-tempo for the offense. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Beavers are moving quickly down the field. They're going to throw it again. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. The give on the inside. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Throws for the tight end. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown Bulls. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's McCoy. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll take another shot here. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad.
He's taking the shot. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball. Failing. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I just never saw this team falling into a 3-game losing streak. They are wounded, reeling, and they've had their confidence shaken.
It's been ugly. There's no other way to spin it. This is very ungood, not good.